Welcome to Clean Your Microwave, the weekly podcast where nothing's off limits and everything's on the table.
Relationships, we're talking about it.
Adulting, struggling through it.
Black culture, sports, hot takes, and wild opinions. You already know.
It's real talk, real laughs.
And maybe a little too real sometimes.
I'm Herman England, joined by my co-hosts Levi and Maya. And this is Clean Your Microwave podcast, because some of us got some mess to clean up. What's up, guys? This is Herm from Clean Your Microwave podcast. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this week's episode. I got my host with the most sitting next to me. Maya, make some noise for the good people.
Whoop. Hello, hello. Greetings.
And I got the one and only Granddaddy Levi.
What's going on, good people? How y'all doing?
Big Granddaddy.
Doing well. Blessed and highly favored, and we thriving, baby. We are thriving. Got my man Willer behind the cameras. Make some noise, Willer. We're going to have to
Big
get you.
Willer.
Let's go.
And then I got my support system behind me. You can't see her on the camera. Sierra. Shout out to Sierra.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. I guess she's moving in.
Say something, Sierra.
She's moving in silence like the G in lasagna.
Yeah,
Shout out to Wayne. Shout out to Wayne. The GOAT. The Wayne, the GOAT. He is the GOAT.
You just dropped something yesterday, too.
Did he really?
Yeah, but Manny First, they did a little mixtape because album drops next week.
Okay.
If I'm correct, the Carter 6. I'm kind of scared of it, but
Yeah, I'm kind of scared, too.
he dropped a little, it's like a vibe mixtape. So, like, right now, like a Saturday you cleaning up, if you turn that on, it's tight. It's like he took, like, some old verses and put them over, like,
Oh,
soulful
some
beats and stuff
recycled-
Oh, I
like
seen that. Yeah, I seen that. I
Some
seen that.
recycled shit, it sounds like. But I'm tuned to listen to it.
Yeah. Shout out to Wayne, the
Mixtape
greatest.
before the album, they say.
Fun fact, me and Lil Wayne share the same birthday.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, Libras. That's probably why we so great at what we do, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to toot my own horn. Like, you know. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. Before we get started, we want to make sure you guys are interacting, make sure you guys are dropping in the comments. Make sure you guys follow us on pretty much every platform at Clean Your Microwave, on Instagram, Facebook, on X. What is it? Clean Microwave?
I just say Twitter, but yeah, Clean Your Microwave.
Clean Your Microwave. And Levi, where can the good people find you at?
Levi Burt T on everything, anything possible. That's where I'm at.
Okay, and Maya, your many handles, where can the people find you at?
I don't have a lot of handles, but I have two. Of course, my personal one, which honestly I don't want to give out because my shit's private. But my photography page is AFOEY Vision. It is AFOEY, something like that. We'll put it in the comments so y'all can do it because I can't remember right now. Sorry.
Yeah, it'll be on the screen.
I change the spelling a lot every time, so.
And Herman, you got new reels on TikTok, right?
It's coming. So of course I know y'all can find me my personal page. I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm an open book. Herman England. Please don't try to run my credit. You won't get far. Second of all, I do have a new venture I tapped into, Herm's Poor Decision. So make sure you guys tap into Herm's Poor Decision. Follow that handle, as the young people would say, handle. They call it handle.
Well, a quick question: if we did something like this, can our handle show at the bottom or something?
Movie magic and editing, we can add it.
Oh, excellent! That'd be awesome.
So if I did like something like, is that's a little too much?
What the hell was that?
Okay, so I guess y'all will get my handles.
Oh, here we go. So all of them?
No, I don't have a lot.
Oh, you got 4i. You got slinging.
I don't have that anymore. I think
Oh.
Instagram got rid of that shit probably because I ain't logged in forever.
Oh, right.
Because those are my old pods. The only one that I have right now that's pod related, that's open, is the Sounds and Sparks.
Okay.
But, that's probably going to get revamped later on. But we'll talk about that later.
Well, make sure y'all tap in, and then y'all can get all our handles. But Herm's Poor Decisions, it's pretty much a weekly drink review that's something that I gotta get out the hood. So I
For the bartenders.
Yeah, for the bartenders, for the drinkers, and for the ladies. Make sure you tip your bartender. But anyways, but let's go ahead and hop in this episode. I'm so excited about this episode because we might talk about some personal experiences in this episode, some traumatizing events that occurred in our lives.
Their lives,
Yeah.
not mine.
Not Maya's. Y'all know me. I suck at relationships, so y'all definitely gonna hear it today. But what we're gonna talk about today, Levi?
So there was a post that came up. I threw it in the group chat. It was about access to phones, like your significant other having access to your phones, and what is allowed and what isn't allowed. So that's kind of what I wanted to to toss out there, Maya, when you're dealing with somebody, do you allow them to have access to your phone?
No.
And is there a particular reason why?
No. That's the reason. No. There's no point in that. For me, it's just have that type of situation is based on a trust level of something. If you know I don't have nothing to hide and I know you don't have nothing to hide, there's no need for all of that. So no, for me it's a no. It's not that deep for me.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm completely with you.
I mean, why would you necessarily need to have my passcode unless you're feeling insecure about something and you think I'm doing something when I'm not, but you know.
And it's 2025. Everybody has their own cell phone, so it's like, what is the purpose that you would need mine for? Like anything that you can find in your phone, you'll find in my phone.
And honestly,
so just look at your phone.
Honestly, shit, I barely use my passcode. My iPhone gets my whole face.
That's it.
So
let me ask y'all this, because one thing I noticed working with a lot of young people, they so quick to share locations. Like that's a big thing now. Like that, and that's like to them, it's like a solidified their relationship. Like if I share my location with you, and you share your location with me, we go together. How do y'all feel about sharing locations with your significant other?
I say no. And that's not really like a bad thing. It's just like I need something to myself. If I get mad and I want to go drive to Pilot Mountain or some shit, I don't need you to know that I went
Pilot
there.
Mountain.
That's
I
nice.
love Pilot
That's
Mountain.
specific.
And
love
if
that
she
place.
if she follows you all the way to Pilot Mountain, she fucked up.
That's wild.
That's what I'm saying. But you don't need to know that I'm there. Like if I need to take a quick trip there,
Yeah.
then let me do that and do my thing. If you need to know where I'm at, just ask.
I mean, it's
And
certain
I'll tell you I'm in Walmart on South End, Virginia.
sharing a location can have certain stipulations depending on the relationship. Like for me, me being single, obviously, but you know, when I share my location, it's with my friends so they know where I'm at because motherfuckers is crazy out here.
That makes sense.
But at the same time, I guess if you're in a relationship and having the choice to share your location, just in case you might, you know, I'm going here in case something happens, in case of emergency, especially if you have children together. Like that's a really big thing.
Yeah.
But I do get your probably you're still the same way too, as far as not having or not feeling like you should have to do it. It doesn't have to be anything where it's like, oh, I gotta do it, and if I don't do it, you know, like that type of situation. So yeah, there's stipulations behind it for me.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I feel like I do need to share my location with my significant other because I ain't got self-control.
Why?
Because I know me. You know, I'm just being transparent. I ain't got self-control. Like, I love looking at ass and I love chasing ass. That is never going to stop, right?
Okay, that's all of us.
So I feel like
First step is admitting it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if I share my location with my significant other, right, if I share that, it kind of holds me accountable. Like, oh, fuck, I can't do it because she's going to know where I'm at. Does that make sense? Like, so I try to prevent myself by just giving her the location. So when I'm having that temptation or when I'm tempted to go cheat, it's just like, nah, I can't do it because she's gonna find out where I'm at.
Or you can turn your location on for your laptop. Turn your laptop
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Turn the spectrum.
Yeah.
Sneaky
and let it
bastard.
watch TV while it's charging at the same time. So now your location is showing your home.
Free game.
So you've done this before?
No,
You gotta definitely write that down.
So you know somebody that's done
No,
it?
what I'm saying is
I would
that
really like to
if
know.
if somebody wants to find my location, I'm really not that hard to find, and I really don't do I don't do a lot of extra stuff. So, but I still don't want it to be known. I was just sharing that for people out there who might have somebody who's checking through their stuff and everything.
So you giving them okay?
Yeah.
So
This
someone,
is what you do to deceive. Okay,
someone like myself.
that's not deceiving.
it's not.
No, the location is still on. Do you still have the location?
I mean, it's deception if it's for the reason for cheating. Yes.
Well, no, that's not cheating. That's just more like telling you that you see a location. I just might not be at that particular location.
That's kind of like saying this being transparent and honest, right? That's like somebody saying,
But that's not being dishonest, is it?
well, all right, I'm going to break it down to you. You know the difference between being transparent and honest. Transparent is like, hey, I'm going to dinner with Keisha, Mo, and Rick. We're going to here around this time. You're giving the full details. Being honest is like, hey, did you go out to dinner with your coworkers? Yes. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Like you are being deceiving because yes, you are sharing your location, but you're not actually sharing your true location from your cell phone. Does that make sense or no?
That makes sense. That's what I'm saying. I can tell you where I'm gonna be at, but I don't need to tell you everything that I'm doing.
So
Like,
why even share it?
I'm only giving you what you ask.
So no, say
I'm,
no.
s- I'm
If you ask for the location, hey, I'm at Herman's house. This is where I'm at. I don't have to turn on my location so you know where Herman lives. You don't need to know where Herman lives.
Well,
you go ahead, Herman, because I'm.
I agree and
I
disagree.
guess I'm a little. I guess I got a little lost when you got to the transparent, honest part, and then break this down for me because I'm.
So yes, he's being honest. He's being honest and telling her, his significant other, excuse me, that he is at Herman's house.
Okay.
As far as being transparent, it's like, here's the address. I'll be at this address. Any event of an emergency, here's the address. Now, the fact that he came out and said, I'm not going to give you the address, you just need to know I'm at Herman's house, that can go down two different routes. Like, you can be lying. That can be a front. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Or
That's
you
true.
can really be here. However, if you're being deceiving, then that's when it falls back on, you know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck you doing. You know
Like
what
I
I'm saying?
said, deception.
Yeah, I agree with Maya on this one.
It's deception.
But deception is only with your perception. You can only if you can think, okay, if I don't tell you where I'm at, I just say I'm at Herman's house. Now you could go assume that there's some hoes over here, something like that. Now it's something extra. But if that's not the the deception would be,
She gonna assume anyway.
Exactly.
but your mind is gonna take you there anyway. That's something you made up in your mind. That's not something that's actually happening.
you don't know that. That's not happening.
But it's everything that comes from you asking where I'm at, trying to find where I'm at, and trying to find out who's there is your insecurities showing up.
Nah,
Not
nigga.
necessarily.
Let's
don't do that.
Let's call a spade. You
No,
being sneaky.
don't do that. No,
you being
that's not
sneaky at this
insecurity.
point. You
That
being-
is
you
not
being sneaky.
insecurity, dog. That is not
What?
insecurity.
What? If you can't trust what I'm telling you, that should be enough.
No, okay. I think your job,
Exactly. Are you telling the truth?
your job as
If-
a husband or a boyfriend.
If you're trusting me, then if you trust me, nothing else should come up. You should be able to trust that.
But
part
your
and not
job
do
is to
that.
reassure her.
Exactly.
And this is coming from your job is to reassure her, and vice versa.
Come on,
so if
Herman.
you're not giving her that reassurance, then at this point you kind of fucked
it
up.
comes off as being being being
deceiving.
thank you, deceitful. I can't even get the fucking word out. But yes, that's how it comes off.
That's a you problem. You just said.
How
you
is that
can
a
see-
me
think about it.
problem?
Think about it.
The honesty is so clear it almost sounds fake.
You just said I perceive it this way. Instead of taking the truth that I provided to you, you just said I perceive it this way, which means in your mind you have created a narrative that something else is happening outside of the truth that I provided to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I get that. I know I'm not sharing location. As far as the password to my phone, to be honest with you, to start off, I will give you my password.
What?
I will give you my password to start off
Why?
because I want you to.
He
Again,
wants to, he's
wanna
starting
reassure
out with
her.
a level of trust,
Yeah.
assuring her.
When are you gonna change it? Like how when do you provide the password and then change it?
No, that's just stupid to do. Then you should have did it in the first place.
Because now if
No,
you
I guess it's just in the time frame that I'm saying. Like if you start off, like say if you meet a girl, and then maybe y'all go on a couple dates, and then maybe a week goes by, and it starts to feel like it's getting a little more serious or whatever, and you're like, okay, here's my passcode or whatever, and y'all just isn't doing like that. So the way it's coming off is like, okay, if you give her the passcode, are you changing it the very next day?
Yeah.
There's no point in you giving it to her initially if you're gonna fuck around and change it the next day. It shows deception.
but why? But why?
Some not a whole extensive thing of deception, but just like, what was the point of you giving it to me if you're going to change it the next day? That's
because
just dumb.
at that time period that I gave it to you, the password was that.
Oh my god. Okay.
Now if you
Boy, I would love to be a fly on the wall, boy.
Okay.
I love to be a
You
fly
got
on the
it,
wall,
big
boy.
dog. You got it.
if you pick up my phone after that
You got it.
and you say, "Oh, I couldn't get in your phone," now I can ask you questions. Hey, you have an iPhone, I have an iPhone. We have the same software
It just
version.
sounds like both
Why are
parties
you
is
on my phone?
insecure as fuck. That's what I'm gonna say.
How is the
How
other
about
party
that?
insecure?
I feel like honestly you should like. I can understand where you're coming from if you change it. I'm changing my password when me and you, for a couple of reasons. I'll be transparent. I would do it if I'm fucking around and I know I'm fucking around and I'm not trying to get caught up. Of course, I'm gonna change my
That
password.
I understand.
Two, if we're not on the level and the trust is gone, you know, because it happens in relationships. I ain't never been married. I don't know how it is in marriages, but if our relationship is like going down the drain and, you know, the trust is gone and we're not seeing eye to eye, I'm changing my password. Why? Because I ain't gonna hold you. During that time, I'm probably entertaining other women. I'm just gonna be honest. The shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, because of whatever the hell's going on in the home. I'm entertaining other women, or I might be just talking shit about my girlfriend to my boys, and I don't want her to see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And she shouldn't see it because she has her own phone.
But at the same time, I still feel like you should give her that validation, that reassurance again in the beginning. Like, hey, look, it's a clean slate. Hold her to face value, and as it should be reciprocated to you, because
You go through phones?
Do I go through phones?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm not going through no woman's phone.
And why not?
I learned my lesson too
Have
many
you
times.
gone through somebody's phone?
Absolutely not.
Why
No,
not?
Hell nah.
Because why? Because if I'm crowding your freedom, you eventually now you asking yourself, dang, maybe I should be out here doing something.
No.
Because if I'm being insecure and I'm gonna be like, hey girl, let me see what's in your phone. Who you been talking to? Come here, let me smell your pussy. Whatever the case may be.
First of all,
I ain't smelling that pussy.
I'm just
I
saying
ain't
like
selling
this.
it.
Just,
You're not.
I'm just.
You,
I'm trying.
You
I'm
won't
trying to
smell
go
it,
to.
but you'll eat it.
I'm not. I mean, it's just one of them things where you gotta. It's like eating beets or like liver. You gotta pinch your nose and just say, I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm gonna tear that
shut up.
motherfucker
You
up.
have
Boy.
never done that.
Smelled no girl pussy.
No, I'm talking about hold your nose.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely.
you've done this shit?
Absolutely.
look, I'm
Absolutely.
If I'm
Wait, hold on.
Absolutely. He's
hold
absolutely
on.
done that.
I'm not
the
pinching my
last
nose.
The last time you've done that,
It's like I'm not pinching my nose. However,
He's holding his breath.
yeah, it's like you jumping in the pool. It's like
damn.
and you go over there, you stick that little tongue out and come up
What
for some
the
air.
fuck is
That's what you got to do.
Because
Shit.
say, okay, Maya, if you have committed to the task, no man is gonna get down there and tell the woman, hey, this might not be up to par. So you just got to hold your nose and just finish the job.
Yeah.
And just
Especially if you've been
I
plotting
guess
on
I'm
it.
just like, if you gotta hold your nose, you just don't need to be there in the first place.
If you've been plotting on that pussy for a long time, listen, by any means necessary.
Okay.
I really want to tell you.
Put a shower
I
cap on.
will let y'all have that.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
It's
Hey,
funny.
hopefully she wasn't cheating on her husband or her boyfriend or whatever.
Oh my
because,
God.
shit, whatever she got, I got at this point. So it is what it is,
Yep,
man.
it's in his phone or her phone. You ain't
Nah.
gonna get that passcode that time.
Shit.
Maya, have you been through a phone before?
No,
Why not?
I've never had to. My relation, like, I haven't been in a relationship in a while, but when I was in one, there was no reason for me to ask, and there was no reason for him to ask, because half the time, if he wasn't with me, he was with people that we all hang around with in the same circle. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, I didn't have to, when I found out what I found out, I didn't have to go through the phone. I found out on Facebook.
Oh wow.
So it was a different situation for me, but you know, it wound up ending or whatever. But still, yeah, I've never had to go through anybody's phone and vice versa.
I feel like it was so easier to cheat back in the day, and because technology is a motherfucker. I always used to get caught up by Apple Watch. Apple Watch. Oh my motherfucking goodness! An Apple Watch.
Because it's unlocked all the time.
Yeah,
It's
and
just,
then like if you delete it from your phone,
it's still there.
it's still on your
It's still
Apple
there.
Watch.
Yeah.
So you so
can delete
focused
you
on
can delete a whole
yeah.
thread and it's still there and that name's still there. Like, yo, why is that name still there?
Yep.
I could have sworn I deleted this thread.
And technology. If I was in the 60s, boy, I'd be a dangerous motherfucker, boy.
Oh my God.
I'd be a dangerous motherfucker. I'd be cheating like a motherfucker.
The dudes
boy.
in the
Ew.
60s had it made, yo, like back where I'm from the country, but it's a lot of dudes or like a lot of people, granddaddies and stuff, had wives and girlfriends up the street from their actual home.
They did. That
And
was a
that
normal
used to be
thing.
the wildest thing in the world. I mean, like, yo, so he's with Samantha too, and your grandma.
Not your grandma.
Had the whole neighborhood on lock.
How did he do
my
this?
God.
How did he pull this off? And like, what they had it made, yo. Like, I just think that they grew up in a different era. Yeah, they had some other things to worry about. Yeah, you might get hung or something like that. But you can have two
might.
separate families.
Yo,
You can have two separate families. You know what I'm saying?
you
Like
might
it's
get
pros and cons.
hung.
It's pros and cons. Pros and
Hey,
cons.
is it worth it though?
I mean, if you made it to 2000 or something, it was worth it.
Yeah, that pussy was powerful, boy.
I hate both of you.
That
Would
was-
you have had 2 wives if you could have, or like
You know who you talking to?
Shit, nah.
But
Shit.
that takes
You
the
would
fun away.
have. You would have.
But wouldn't that take the fun away from it?
They would have to be completely opposite. Completely opposite. Like when I say like and race too. Like it would be black and
Latino.
like Asian. Nah, I don't want a Latino. I want like an Asian because I want best of both worlds. You know, I want fried chicken one day. And give me some, you know what I'm saying, General Toes or General Soul
Stop
chicken
it.
the
You might
next.
like that
Stop
fresh
it.
Chipotle stuff.
Stop
Like,
it now.
You don't want no fresh Chipotle, like
Nah, I'm
What the fuck
good.
is
I'm
happening
good.
right
I
now?
want give me a little, you know what I'm saying, some pork fried rice.
Okay,
On
we're
this
getting
day-
off. We're getting off topic.
I'm
Like,
just saying the best of both worlds. You give me the best of both worlds. If I had a
I ain't
choice,
had nothing to eat either. Like, chill.
you want some pork fried rice? You want some, or which one you want? Because I know your ass tired of fried chicken. I'm tired of fried chicken. Been eating that
you want something
motherfucker my whole
also a
life.
little different now. Like
We want something different.
Y'all,
different.
but
So, listen.
I mean, I'm sure you do, but you always run back to fried chicken because it's good.
Boy, y'all sisters something else. Boy, I love y'all
I'm
sisters.
just saying.
Listen, my next girlfriend, if I cheat on you, just know, don't look for the Keishas.
Don't look, why you say that?
look for roses,
You need to look for the Asians, because that's who I'm cheating on you with. I ain't cheating on you with no other sister.
Mutai. What was?
Stop.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Yeah.
Kim Lee, yeah, shit.
You know what?
If you see one
Yo.
Kim Lee on my Facebook friend list, that's the one. That's the one I'm cheating on you
talk
with.
about that rush hour scene too a couple weeks
I'm
ago.
trying to tell
and
you.
I think you want to recreate that so bad.
Listen, if I have any Asian lady friends out there and you're single, I'm single. Let's make this happen. I've never experienced that, and based off what I seen on Pornhub before they banned it.
Stop. How did we get here?
Well, I'm just saying. Holla at me.
How did we get here?
I'm just saying if I was a cheat, or if I wanted to like my next wife or something like that. Yeah. So she can get the passcode to my phone any day.
Do y'all have any weekend plans?
I'm just saying. Shit. Hey, we talked about being transparent and honest. You want me to be transparent?
It's appreciated.
Okay.
But fuck.
Now, let me ask y'all a question so we can get back on topic. Shout out
Okay.
to Mailing. But anyways, has there ever been a time where you given your significant other your password and you regretted it?
I can say I haven't been in that situation. So we'll toss that over to Levi.
Well, I would say, dating a former CIA agent.
Okay.
That was never entered into the CIA. Sometimes people just get into your stuff and you have no idea how they did it. Like, get into your Facebook Messenger and just see everything.
Stealth mode. I like that shit.
How do you learn this stuff? Like, who's teaching you say, like, I'm gonna get his passcode? Like, where are they learning? Where are y'all learning this stuff from?
They be talking amongst each other. Like, they be on Reddit. They got a little chat in Reddit, and they'll figure out.
Do they?
Shit, I didn't tap in. Even on the Flow app, they got little group chats in the Flow app, man. Let me not get started.
I done heard about the Facebook group where they got where girls will submit a guy's picture and be like, "Do anybody know him? I got a password."
Like, that's active right now?
Like active right now.
Oh, shit.
So it's like you
They
can't.
done started an investigation group on Facebook?
And none of the girls supposed to tell this. And I found this out. I found this out from 5 different women.
Damn.
Who was all just like, "Levi, I ain't seen you up there." And I was like, "What you mean? Why would I be up there?" They was like, "I was just letting you know. I've been checking for you just to make sure." I'm like, "What? That's crazy."
That's crazy as
That's
hell.
wild. They
I
made
wouldn't
a
do that.
whole investigation group on Facebook.
So like somebody submitting your picture, and women up there who have a history with you are giving the rundown on you.
It'd be a whole dissertation, don't it? Like a whole.
That's what I hear, but
Novel.
I wasn't able to see the name of the group or stuff like that. I was just told like, "Hey, Levi, I checked for you. You good?"
Wow.
And I'm like, "What in the world?" Like,
Damn, Levi.
I don't do anything. So
Well, I'm glad you got the.
Oh, I'm not saying that you do. It's just
Willer, when you go and edit this, put the green
crazy.
check mark next to
It's
him.
just
Make sure
crazy
he-
that
he's
they
good. Check
was
mark.
just
Yeah,
like,
that's
yo,
a check
Levi,
mark.
we checking for you.
But
Like,
what if
that's
wow.
somebody
He's
do that? Or like
solidified.
somebody found like an old Instagram photo and just throw the picture in the group, and then
I mean,
what can you do? That's very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because somebody could sabotage your life without without doing anything. Like
I just saw a documentary on that on Hulu. That shit was wild.
I'll tell a personal situation. This is not even supposed to be talked about, but I'm gonna tell it anyway.
Oh shit.
My son had a girl reach out to his son's mother and just make up a whole bunch of stuff and just send stuff out because she was mad because she said that she wanted to meet me and he hadn't allowed her to meet me because he didn't think that they had to reach that space to meet me. So she went and contacted his baby mama and just said a slew of things.
So she made up a whole story.
Yeah, just made up a whole story. So it's like, and then so his baby mama calling me mad and going crazy, and I'm just like, well, what? How do I fix this? Like, if somebody can just make something up and you run with it, how can you fix it? Like,
You got to go deep in your bag and just like WWLD. What will Levi do? You're gonna have to eat some more ass. You're gonna have to eat some ass to get out of that situation. However, I don't know. You really got to sit down and write that shit out and just be like, look.
You have to eat more ass to get out the situation.
Shit, hey. You
Hey,
your way out of that motherfucker,
you're gonna
boy.
have to do something.
You gonna have to do something.
Or maybe that's the time you have to give your passcode up. You be like, look, I ain't doing nothing. Here's my passcode.
After you
Here's
deleted
access
everything
to my phone, and I'm guessing, but I still wouldn't do that. Even if I was accused of cheating, because I don't cheat, I still wouldn't give you the passcode. Like, why?
Shit. I mean, I've given my password to a significant other before, thinking I knew this person. Like, oh, they're not gonna go through my cell phone, or fuck, they ain't gonna go through my front door because I have a passcode on my front door. Just thinking I trusted them. Like, that's never been their character. But one thing I learned about a woman,
Oh, should be careful. Tread lightly.
y'all are the most sneakiest people,
Like I said,
creatures on this
like
planet.
tread lightly.
You
It's
know,
like
you
cats.
know, and I know.
Or a solo
Y'all,
spider.
if y'all want a password, you're gonna get a password. So whether you, back to what Levi said, whether you give it to him or not, you're gonna find out that password because them eyes get to rolling. You be driving, you put your password in, and you don't even realize you thinking she over there looking at a Netflix movie. She got that one little eye peeking over your shoulder, and she then picked up
turned
your
cross-eyed.
passcode. And
Not turn cross-eyed.
And niggas, we dumb. We make our passwords the dumbest, easiest
Yeah.
shit in the world.
Yeah.
Like,
Zero, zero, zero,
yeah,
zero.
the last, like our birthday, our daughter's
Dumbasses.
birthday. We only got one child. Next thing you know it, you know what I'm saying? Like, she and that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got three trials.
Like,
They got 3 trials for the phone lock up.
And then we make it so easy. It'd be a 4-digit passcode. Like, nigga, really? I didn't figure this shit out the second day. You know, so I regretted giving it to her because I thought I knew her and I didn't think she was the type of person to go through my
violated
phone.
you?
Yeah, she definitely violated me. I mean, but I deserve to be
Terrorist.
violated because I violated first.
Whoa,
Accountability
King.
matters.
Whoa, King.
Accountability
She
matters.
needs to be accountable for her actions, not.
But he
not
can
for
be
what-
accountability for his too.
See, that's the problem.
So because I cheat on you, that
world.
gives you the right to go through my phone?
I didn't say that.
That's what I'm saying. One doesn't equal the other.
I didn't say that either.
Oh, sorry.
Y'all hearing what you want to hear. I ain't say none of that shit.
So
like,
so
bro,
she goes through
perception.
my phone.
I ain't say none of that shit. I said he took accountability. And what you said was she needed to take accountability because
Yeah.
she violated. He felt violated, but he took accountability for why she felt violated.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like I said,
That's what I said.
I kind of deserved it, but at the same time,
You
like,
never deserve a king.
thank you, brother. I appreciate that. But
You deserve privacy and space.
she went through my shit, and
Just like, never mind.
but you know, it was the thing that she
Never
did after she went through my phone. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no just going through my phone. Y'all don't do that. Y'all women don't do that. Oh, you taking the airdrops. You're sending all the proof. You're sending it to yourself. You're sending it to your Dropbox folder. You're sending it to your cousin. Hold on to this just in case this nigga want to lie to me. You're taking the shit that's in my phone out of my phone for your receipts, for your proof, just in case I lie. Keep that shit in my phone and confront me with it. Don't move it to your personal file or move it to your cousin and shit like that. Because then at that point, all my personal shit, my shortcomings, is out there in the world at this point, and I don't want nobody to have access to that because now you fucking up with the next girl.
That's
Then
an
you put my
untrustworthy
picture in
woman.
the Facebook chat.
The pass around of information depends on the type of woman that you're dealing with. It's probably some women out there that will go through your phone, take their shit, and they just show it to you so they will have proof of, proof of whatever in case you come up with some, no, I didn't do that. No, that didn't happen.
So
but
what the fuck is this?
I'm not, I guess for me, I'm not the type of person. Like if I were to do that,
Yeah.
it would just be me and you to see it. I'm not going to pass that around to everybody. Like it's yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
all it's gonna do is just keep traction going, and then next thing you know, it's gonna be another female talking about it. You know, it's just a whole bunch of mess that don't need to be a mess.
But are you leaving?
It depends on the situation.
I mean,
Depends on how it depends on the situation and how violated I felt or what I've seen in your phone. It all depends.
I like Willa said, like, you know, what is the end game? Like, what is the point? Like, what's your objective?
Exactly.
Like showing everybody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm leaving at that point because then you didn't embarrass
You're
me.
an embarrassment. You tried to shame me. Now you
Yeah,
got
now
I
you shame
agree
me.
with that.
Well, I ain't got no shame in my game. So whether it's like videos or text messages, like, okay, you're trying to publicly humiliate me. At this point, even if I was cheating on you or if I was texting or entertaining women, you didn't know about it. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going out here and publicly embarrassing you. You know, one thing I learned dealing with multiple women, they tell me, they said, look, if you're going to cheat on me, make sure it's a bitch that I don't know about. Make sure it's somebody I do not know because I don't want to go out here in the grocery store, and they run into me. If it's a bitch that I don't know, we don't have no friends in common. That's why they so cool with us cheating out of town with women because they don't know these women.
Yeah,
You ever heard that? Whatever happens, make sure it's out of town.
If you're starting to date somebody, you should always see how they treated their exes.
Yeah, that's a good. I hear that all the
That's a
time.
good point.
So if you see somebody blasting somebody, don't think you're special.
Yeah.
So do you entertain someone who says, hey, look, you know, you ask them, hey, me and my, you know, I've been single, and you say, hey, why did y'all break up? And you say, hey, well, I cheated on her. Would you entertain her? Would you entertain him?
Did she cheat with me?
No, this is this is somebody new. This is somebody new.
If she cheat with me, then you know, I thought it was me.
Enter at your own risk.
Yeah. Basically, enter at your own risk. It just boils down to a point of what you are willing to put up with or what you're willing to see if anything has changed since the last time you probably have cheated on whatever. But yeah,
But if you're not
enter at your own risk.
if you're not leaving me, don't bring it up.
Well, so okay.
Don't do that shit, Levi. Don't.
Why?
Don't.
Why not?
Because I can still bring some shit up that I've seen for us to talk about. If I want to leave, I'll leave. But don't sit there and be like, don't bring it up if you're not leaving. Like, that's stupid. I'm going to bring it up, especially if we married. Like, nigga, bye. I'm still bringing that shit up.
Levi, I ain't gonna hold you.
The
You
fuck?
You better hope she bring it up, because if she don't
Right.
bring it up, you're gonna be out here getting cheated on. And like I said before,
Then
these
it's
motherfuckers,
even.
they know how to
No,
move
it
10
don't.
times better than us.
But
boy.
now it's even Steven at that point. If you have violated privacy and seen some things you shouldn't see, now instead of addressing that, instead of leaving, you say I'm gonna do the same thing, then you're no different than me. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know if she's going to do the same thing.
Levi. All right, let
You don't know if she's going to do the same thing. Like, what are you talking about
let me
now?
paint this picture for you. Let me paint this picture for you.
Please
Just go.
paint it correctly.
She
All
could.
right. You said pretty much let him cheat in peace if you're not gonna leave him, right? Again,
I learned
you will
that
want
from
her to
the
bring it to
breakfast.
your attention, because if she doesn't and she decides to start cheating on you, you say you're insecure about your body. Do you really want her to go out here and cheat on you with a motherfucker 6'3", 6-pack, got the V, cut the fuck up, cut up? He got a hairline, a full beard.
Guess what?
You want her out here cheating on you,
Guess
and
what?
you don't know shit about
Guess
it?
what?
Yeah.
Guess what, Herman? I'll never know because I'll never look.
And then when you go to fuck her,
I'm weak.
and then you wonder why the sex ain't hitting like it ain't like how it used to, because you want to know why? Because Tyrone, 6'3",
Why is it ain't
V
gotta be
cut.
Tyrone?
Because the nigga sound like he got a six. He got a
never know.
6-pack. You wonder why you can't turn her
Why
on,
all the
because
6-pack
he
niggas
turning
gotta
her
be named
loose, switching her,
Tyrone?
got her ass swinging from the ceiling. Nigga, let her bring it
Tyrone.
to your attention. I want to know if you cheating on me, and I want to know if you found out that I'm cheating on you. That way, all right, you
It's the
caught me.
Tyrone that go by the nickname Black.
Yeah, Black. And don't let the nigga be in your motherfucking neighborhood. Shit.
Oh shit.
It wouldn't bother me.
Then you wonder why she stopped tripping about you not
Like,
taking
yeah,
the trash
man,
out
she out
no
here
more.
fucking with Big Black. I
Yeah.
seen it the other day.
Big Black, he taking the motherfucking trash cans to the daggone. Yep, he taking the trash out, all right.
So that
Yeah.
motherfucker pumping her
You
gas.
better hope that motherfucker, boy. Because they're not going to cheat with the same type of nigga. They're not going to do that. If I get cheated on, I already know the nigga going to be at least 5'10". I'm 5'6". The nigga going to be slim. And the nigga ain't going to be broke. Completely opposite.
She might have a type. She might get another short ball.
She did have a type before you was cheating on her.
You might, yeah. You might be the type.
Yeah, shit, nah, nope.
It just get another
He's
revenue.
showing backwards.
Yeah,
I
they go the
swear.
other way. No, she had a type, but she see that her type was cheating on her. So now she really gonna go get the nigga with the
Sierra
6'3"
said that shit. I ain't
hairline.
going
Sarah,
back.
how are you? You said you're not going backwards.
ain't going backwards.
You're just as bad. Now you just as flawed as a woman as I am.
Whoa.
Now your stocks have dropped as well.
What?
Because now the man that the Tyrone 6'3" man, he's looking at you like, oh, you just left your family and stuff like that. For me, I
You
ain't
don't
gonna
think
take
she-
it.
About leaving for the
Man,
family.
she-
He said fucking.
She not gonna leave,
He
nigga.
talking about fucking,
But
not
her
leaving
her
the
stocks up too.
family.
You just said she's not gonna leave. You're right. She's gonna
Right,
cheat,
exactly.
and she's pillow talking. She's gonna tell this nigga what you doing.
Exactly.
But it don't mean nothing. Her stocks will drop. He don't care.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking
How many times have you messed with a girl who was cheating on her man, and you just
Never.
listened to the stories? You didn't care.
I don't mess with.
I
women
know a
that are
girl you
taken.
did it with.
I
We
don't-
Eskimo brothers.
Oh my
I don't.
God.
That was in my. You know.
That was in your
it
former
happened so
life?
quick. It
And I
happened
know-
so quick.
I
That
know
was in
the
your
story
former
because I
life?
heard the story too.
Okay.
You didn't care about that
I mean, okay. When I was younger, I didn't care.
2 years ago. Oh,
Now, what I got morals.
Damn.
Now. I got morals now. Now it was more than 2. I was in a relationship 2 years
Nigga
ago.
said 2 years ago.
Nah, I got morals now. If you come to me with a ring on, I'm gonna tell you to take it off. I mean, come on, like you know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like I'm still do, but just
Wait,
take the
wait,
ring
wait,
off
wait.
first.
Say that again?
she leave it on.
If you married, if you come to me, I'm gonna tell you to take the ring off first. Then I can fuck with you. But no, it's complicated morals.
Yeah.
It's complicated morals.
Leave the ring on.
Not complicated morals.
Just leave the ring at the
You both
door.
got something to lose.
Yeah, let me mentally, at least lie to me. Anyway, shit, let's pretend. Let's role play, man. But I don't know. Like, I instantly regretted giving ex-girlfriends my passwords, man, because honestly, I just instantly regretted being in a relationship. I'm just not a relationship type. And I tried and I tried.
I wouldn't say that. I think you are.
You are
It's just,
relationship type.
I think you are. It's
Oh,
just
player.
probably maybe, I don't know. How often you go to therapy now?
I go every 2 weeks
Okay.
on payday.
Keep working on
Therapy
that. I
services
think
with
you
it.
are, Herman. I just think there may be like certain things you might need to work through personally, and that'll allow you to open up some more to be more open to being in a relationship and staying in a solid one.
Or searching for a poly. Search for a woman who.
Nah,
won't-
I ain't trying to do that.
You,
That's
you
too
don't,
much
This
work.
nigga
but I'm
over
saying, you don't
here,
think, you don't
like,
think you don't think that would work
he
out
always
for
want to
you?
make something a band.
No, I'm just saying, but if you have a problem being in relationships and you already know that you're gonna want another woman, why don't you just add another woman to the equation?
Because that's rare. It's not anything
It's
that's
rare,
going to
yeah.
happen. It's very rare that there's women out here that
he's a special person. He's a rare.
that's him. But I'm talking about females and like having, that's a lot to deal with. Like, especially if you just, trying to be like 3 different women trying to get the attention of one man and having, like, that's a lot going on.
Yeah,
And if
it
that's
is.
something that you are, I think for the most part, I think we've seen reality shows to be doing that shit. And it's like that for older people. Like Herman, like, you look like 36?
I'm 34. I'll be
Oh, okay,
35
my
in
bad.
September.
Okay, well,
2 years.
you around there, but yeah, that's just a lot to deal with. So it's not something you can just necessarily jump into and say, hey, you should go poly. Like, there's a lot of stipulations and shit going through there. Like, y'all seen reality shows and how complicated that shit'll get.
Them people in Utah.
Yeah.
But them guys in Utah, the Mormon guys in Utah, they seem like they're having a good time.
That's
They ain't
the
got
key
shit else to
word.
do out there.
What's the key word you just said? Mormon.
Convert.
Dang, Utah, it ain't so much shit you can do in
Get your
Utah.
man.
Of course,
Get a supper for
Get
cheese.
your man. Convert. Are you fucking kidding me?
It ain't shit to do in Utah.
You could be happy
convert.
though. You would have multiple women. You'll be happy, right?
No,
that's
not
a lot of work.
necessarily.
It's a
That's a lot of
man.
work. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a lot of work, and you can't assume that he's going to be happy with that.
He worked 2 jobs. He's a hard worker already.
That's two different
got
things.
kids
There's
as
two
well.
different entities dealing with a woman and having a job.
Yeah.
A job, especially one that pays you. Fucking around with different bitches because you can.
At the end of that,
Yeah.
women got jealous. There was one favorite. The rest of them got mad.
Exactly.
And I'll be
Another
damned.
lady still left him after everybody left.
It's exactly again a lot going on with that type of lifestyle. Like you have to be embedded in that shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
And just imagine.
And if your mental is not there to deal with that type of shit, you don't need to be there.
Nah.
He got a strong mind. I
But
think
Don't
he can do it.
stop
no, but
trying
just-
to make this nigga.
Oh, I
But
think
just,
he do it. Like, I think-
just hear me out though. Like, just imagine, right? We're gonna end it on this one, right? Just imagine if you are in a poly relationship and they both get tired of you and they both leave your ass for a 6'3" nigga with a 6-pack with a V with a hairline.
They still leaving you for
You
big
might as well
black.
turn gay at that point.
But if
You had 3 bitches left you for a 6'3" nigga with a 6-pack with a hairline and the
They
V.
still leaving you for big black.
Yeah, you going.
They
This-
out. They left at
But
the
if you
same
got all,
time.
but if you got all 3 of them, now you have nothing to hide. Then you can get your passcode up.
Nigga, you done moved to Utah. You done converted.
Right.
You done got 3 girls.
He done went to Stone Mountain.
You done did everything. Now they left your ass.
This nigga been all over the
Tyrone,
world.
Andre, and
Tyrone
Black.
Big Black somewhere with your
Tyrone
bitch
wouldn't be in
laid
Utah.
up.
I'm taking away from all that stuff.
Levi, continue to dream big. He's
There's
very.
a Tyrone in every city.
I
know that's right.
They're plotting. My ex
Ready
girlfriend
to make his move.
Plotting.
Y'all know that gift with the old man trying to double dutch? It's like a gift with it's like some kids doing
Oh,
the
yeah,
double
yeah, I
dutch
seen
rope,
that, I seen
and
that.
he's sitting there trying to get in there, and he end up busting his ass
Oh,
before he
yeah,
get in the
that's
jump
right.
rope. Yeah,
You just gotta. Nah, you just.
yeah, that's
on.
what your fumble gonna look like.
Nigga, listen. Can you come on? My name is Herman, right? She gonna cheat on me with a nigga named Tyrone. My name is Herman. Oh, just off the. My name is Herman.
But if you get 3 women of lower class,
Big
then
Herm.
you got them.
I'm not going for no lower class women. I know poly. That defeats the purpose of having a poly relationship. I don't want no 3 low class scut buckets. I don't want that.
Wow.
Just get something that's like that might not be as appealing
Low
to
class
Tyrone.
scut buckets. That's
You
wild.
get 3 that Tyrone don't want, then you good.
I'm good on the polys. I'm good, man. That's too much work. And
So
look,
cheating is more fun.
that was in my past life. My memory is so cloudy of all of that.
Shit.
Yeah, it's just my memory.
Shit.
You know, I know my next woman, Mei-Ling, I'm not going to cheat on you. I'm not. So
Stop saying that.
my next one, my last one.
But you said
He's gonna
about
find her.
my
You know what?
Mei-Ling,
He might
stop.
find Ming Lee in Walmart over there buying some pants.
Why can't she have a regular name like Sue?
I
Oh,
beg your pardon. I
don't
beg
want
your
no
pardon. Sue Young?
Why do you want Americanized Asian? I don't want her.
Sue is not even American. That's still.
I don't want her American name. Like, no.
What?
I
That
need
was
her straight from Thailand. Like,
that
I
was
don't
a
know.
character from. Her name was Sue Young.
Yeah, we gonna change the name. Hey, what is your name in Thailand? What does your grandfather call you?
Yeah.
That's the name I want.
Give me your real
That's
name.
the one I want. I don't
Y'all
know.
make me sick.
I do
Shut
not. I
up.
do not want Rebecca. You do not look like a Rebecca. Okay.
I hate
Your name
y'all.
Keisha and you yellow as hell. Cut that.
Shut
ain't
up.
You all
damn
Cambodian.
Keisha.
Leave Sue
on.
alone.
And Cambodian women, they love black men though. They
Sierra.
definitely do. Like, come on.
Sue.
All right. So if I go back to Cambodia with you, everybody gonna be calling you Sierra. Cut the bullshit
Come on,
out.
come on.
Please cut it out. Ain't nobody calling your ass
Sue.
Sierra and no Vietnam. Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Yeah,
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Damn, I'm tripping. Yeah, just got me all riled up over this shit. She gonna say American name Sue. That is not an American name.
American Sue ain't an American name.
What was the girl name on
SUE?
American? On Rush Hour, what was her name? Sue Young.
Right, but there are regular Sue, like Sue Ann, Sue Ellen. Like I'm talking about SUE Sue.
Sue Ellen, that ain't no Chinese woman.
I
That's
know
a nigga.
it's not, fool.
Oh, my bad.
Sue Ellen.
That's a Sue Ellen. That's definitely a nigga.
Sue Ellen making casseroles, broccoli casserole.
So
For real.
stupid.
Sue Ellen making that daggone chicken broccoli casserole. Hell yeah. Hey, but that's all the time we got on this episode of Clean Your Microwave. Thank
Thank
y'all so
God.
much for tuning in. Let us know in the comments if you are giving your significant other passwords, if you're
Please.
sharing locations, and let us know if you got your Asian woman. Let me know if she got a sister. But as always, thanks for tuning in.
And
Shout out to Vic.
Tyrone's, stay out the way.
Yeah, Tyrone.
Tyrone's, do your big one, Big Black.
Yeah, move to
do
Utah.
your big one.
Yeah, go to Utah, nigga. Yeah.
Right. Pump
But-
your gas.
But shout out to
Fuck
Vic,
taking the
Vic
trash out.
Levi, Granddaddy Levi, the host with the most, Maya. As always, make sure you guys clean your microwave. Peace, love, and blessings.